Welcome to Austin, Texas, and Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, where the horns are up and this burnt orange crowd is ready to help Texas hook 'em. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Buckeyes will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Offense set on first down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Can't find his man as he took a shot. Deliver that football, and it'll be second down. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands, what? SEC, SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this.
He's off to the races. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
You see it so much in college football, in motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And the ball is intercepted. Bringing it back. The 30. Past the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Buckeyes. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. comes the Texas offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really...
Oh, he's going to go up top. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early. We're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid...
Fires into traffic, and it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Texas. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Low man wins, and he just smashed it. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. They'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Let's see what they've got on second down. From the gun, the ground game. Fighting off the defender. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
On third down, he drops to throw. Makes his connection. Finds a crease at the 20. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Got enough space. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision...
Give him 6. Touchdown, Longhorn!
And he finds the end zone. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And the pass is intercepted. Looking for more room. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers, go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Ryan, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for a gap. It's Austin. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score tied 14-14.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Bowls his way forward. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. The Buckeyes in the hurry-up.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye back.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you've got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. Gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. And they're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
How about the defensive end understanding football? Understanding that I got to keep outside contain. I'm responsible for the quarterback. Good job playing his responsibility. And how about getting that sucker on the ground? He's a pretty good athlete to be able to corral him, tackle him right in the middle of the field, and get him to the ground.
Going for it all. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Texas.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Plows through the defense. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Bevo is a ground-based animal, and he has to like what he's seeing right now from this running game.
Yeah, the beef up front doing their job, creating some holes, making some alleys, get those running backs. I think Texas, when you can pound the rock.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it's knocked away downfield, the DB getting a hand in there. You always want to give your big-time players a chance. That might have been too much of a chance to give right there.
And I know I'll give you a chance when it's one-on-one, but not two-on-one. You got to see that. You got to understand that they're trying to take away this guy. There's a reason they're trying to take him away. What else can I do now to take advantage of that defense?
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. He nails it, a 58-yard field goal. You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking downfield, it's Owens. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Looking to throw it again. Feeling some heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He'll try to put up the 3-ball from 43 yards away. Right down the boulevard, it's good. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, an excellent field position for this offense. Here comes the offense on first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And that's a live ball. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. First down here for the offense. He wants to throw. Going deep. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
All right, gave up the big play defense. I know they got a big chunk, but they didn't get in the end zone. You live to fight another day. Now you got to bow your necks up and make this.
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn! And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. They're going to ride this running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Dropping back, it's Fowler. On the run, still looking. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. And he intercepts it. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the O at the 37. First down for this offense. Quarterback will audible. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the big fella. At the 20, he's got space. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but you've got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Going up top on first down. That's caught. It's Moore. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. They're trying to get to it. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Pushes for the goal line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The Longhorns will hustle to the line. They'll try to blast their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas!
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. James Madison needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Harrisonburg behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to the Pandas. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And the interception was enough. The return made it even better as he gets it down to the 48-yard line.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. You look like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Owens. Fires to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And he will step out of bounds, but what a way to get the ball back for his offense.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep putting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
Defense dropping into soft coverage. Got it on the outside, it's Lee. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And just understanding where you're at on the field, make sure you get those feet down before you get too close to that sideline, so I get credit for that catch. Nice job, nice pitch, nice catch.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Unloads it downfield. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Texas, 31. Ohio State, 21.
The kickoff unit about to go to work.
Set to kick this one away. Texas.
From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the 2nd half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the 2nd half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll try the right side. The Buckeyes get enough for the 1st down. No huddle offense to the line. They'll try the run. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
Quickly out to the tight end. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
That's a really nice throw. And you think about being the starting quarterback at The Ohio State University with all the great players they've had here recently, what this offense expects from you. This is explosive passing attack. You've seen that now in recent years. They push the ball vertically down the field. This guy has this skill set. That's why he's out.
All kinds of running room. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Makes the grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on. And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. He unleashed that one. Some serious spin rates, some revolutions on that one.
You want to talk about velocity? How about the arm talent this kid had?
And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Touchdown, Buckeyes! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
If you're laser focused on defense and you're dialed into the quarterback and you're breaking on the football when he throws, you get a lot of tips, you get a lot of deflections, and then it just happens to bounce to your guy, and your guy does the rest. Takes it all the way back to the house. Big play by this defense.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead.
That makes the score Ohio State 35, Texas 31.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Owens. It's caught. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Making the running back a weapon in the passing game makes it so difficult on the defense to cover everything.
No doubt. And listen, there's so many matchups across the board. If I'm playing offense, I'm going to assess it. Like, where do I have a speed advantage? Is it a running back versus a linebacker? Is it receiver versus a corner? Whatever it is, I'm going to find it. And you could tell it was the running back, and they took advantage.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
They'll run this play from the pistol. Here comes the option. The pitch. On the move at the 30. Nothing but green ahead. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
Great execution by this offense. The running game coming through, perfect fashion, breaks the big run, finishes inside the 10.
And they do a great job of blocking downfield with their wide receivers, too. And all of a sudden now, this offense knocking on the door.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to pound their way in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Arizona State is up big right now, and honestly, it feels like the Forks have been up since the opening kick.
Texas.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
Trying to get to him. And they got him for the sack.
That is a gut punch if you're the offense because they're in dime personnel. They're only rushing 4 guys. You've got 5 offensive linemen. You've got the option of bringing other people in to help give your QB time. And this offense, not good enough.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Man, defensively, this is beautiful. You want them to be aggressive. You got to continue to get stops. You got the lead. Now you give the ball back to your offense again with a chance to salt this away here in the second half.
Got his man quickly. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Quick completion to the right. Can't get him to the ground. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over a hundo on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a 4th down stop. Runs through a tackle. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. Feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and they've left the door open here late. Let's see what happens.
A 1st down for the offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Makes the grab. It's Moore. Smashes ahead. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish. Trying to get behind the defense. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
The offense has got to find something here in the 4th quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
To the air, it's Owens. It's complete on the right side. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And that is no fun for that wide receiver, thinking you just ran all the way downfield for that. You're not out here trying to run gassers or get conditioning. You're trying to catch TDs. What's going on?
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. They're working that left side. Across the 25, he's got room. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Pushes ahead. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out.
Is no good. That keeps the score. Ohio State 42, Texas 37.
They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. The give and tick, 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 tick. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Back to throw, it's Fowler. Moving away from pressure. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Skips away from pressure. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Well, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. The Longhorns racing to the line in a hurry-up. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. To the air on first down. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll fire. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. To throw, it's Owens. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. And after the pickup, gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late.
What a play call in a 2-minute situation. They find the shot opportunity, and they take advantage of it, flipping the field. They've now put themselves in a chance to come back and win this thing.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Trying to pound it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Texas! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Really good execution by this offense. Late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now, my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
Pocket starts to collapse. Into the end zone, the 2-point conversion is good, and now they're up by a field goal. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. He wants a big play here late. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And this defense puts an exclamation point on this one. Brought down after the pick, and time has run out.